Hello YouTubers and fellow Square Enix fans, my name is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan, and today I'm continuing our Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. So I did a bit of offline grinding when it came to another game. Kinda completed that, and couldn't go any longer. So I figured, let's hop back into Final Fantasy XIV. So here we are. Wonder if JP Gaming will show up? I wasn't sure if I'd be back today. And I'm also not sure, we are back right now. Question is for how long? I don't intend to leave anytime soon, but things have been kinda uncoordinated in my life right now. So, a lot of things are happening on the background, so I might have to stop in a few hours, even in half an hour. I have no idea. I'm just gonna enjoy my stream. Hope you guys will do as well. And let's see how far we'll get. I want to go to Heaven's Ward now. Yeah, we need to go to the Royal Promenade. Might as well use the Ethernet. I do have to say, I am incredibly tired. Holy moly. I just noticed now. Time to every purpose. Hello, Mephilia. We have been waiting for you, Vexus. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introduction together, but Mistress Momidi just sent word that you are needed at Quicksand. A hero must go where he is needed, and according to Mephilia, you are needed elsewhere. We will go on ahead, Vexus. Pray join us as a matter that the Quicksands are resolved. Give my regards to Momidi, and let her know that I will call upon her anon. Quest accepted. Come, but not gone. Interesting. Alright, to the Ethernet, I think. Adventurers Guild. Ah, that one's closer. Let's go there. I realize, before we do anything else, let me do my summoning bell. As well as the Hall of Flames, actually. Are they done, actually? They are. The retainer is qualified to be trained in more advanced traditions. Select assign a retainer job. To assign a retainer a job, you must have a copy of Modern Vocation in your possession, which can be purchased from a retainer Vokits. Okay. Right here. Okay. How many seals do we have? Okay. Let's go to the Hall of Flames first. We need extra Avengers. We don't have enough Avengers for that. We need to drop some gil. We need to drop some gear to get seals, then turn those seals into ventures, and then we can upgrade our units, I suppose. Ooh, the steps of Nafal. Alright. How much are those ventures, sir? Alright, we got enough ventures. While we're here, might as well do this one. We have 20 extra tactical ability. I think we'll just send in this team again and then allied maneuvers. Is we are not in luck. I accidentally bought too many ventures. So about the seals, so I can't set them on the mission. Luckily I have more gear with me I can turn into seals. Yo, Twin Drax, welcome to the stream. Good evening. How are you doing? Freed Spell Axe, we could sell that one. We are very close to entering Heaven's Ward story. Applied Circle. That should be enough for now. Just preparing for the final things. So, is there any benefit to doing this with them? Like, do they get strong? They get experience, but that's about it. Yes. Have fun. Alright, I guess that's taken care of. I was wondering if I had a summoning bell here, but I don't. Doing alright, busy week and had some setbacks, but I'm doing fine overall. And left free trial 2 days ago to attend a friend's... Ah, yeah, you told me about that. Awesome. So you're now in the original game. Or, well, the game as it was intended to be. You did a lot of grinding, that's for sure. So a lot of stuff is opening up to you now, then. You should be able to get retainers now as well, right? I don't think you had retainers, you were not able to. Elegant pieces. Ah, the gold, etc. These things, you mean? Yeah, that's worth a lot of gold if you save them. What am I doing? Summoning bell. Let's check the report. There we go. And then assign retainer a job. To assign, okay. Ah, yes. I have the ventures. Of course, I'd still need the item. I'd like to acquire jobs, like to purchase a copy. Yes. You may have summon a retainer, assign them a job if they meet the necessary requirements. About that, sir. Or ma'am. I would like... No, that was not my intention. Retainer jobs. I'd like to purchase. Oh. I only need to buy one? Or I need to spend it first? Let's see. Let's get Mimiru out here. I want a job for you. So I can make them any class. Doesn't necessarily have to be related to the job they had. How about Sage? White Mage. How come she can't become... Right. Let me summon my other retainer first. Oh, here. She can become a paladin. Alright. You become a paladin. There. And then you go field exploration. Have fun. Go. So I purchased that thing, whatever it was, a scroll. Now I need another one. There currently is an event going on. There's 4 events going on. There's the Golden Saucer Extra MGP reward. There's the Yokai event. There's the Moogle Stone Awards. And Fall Guy thing is effective as well. Alright, inquire about retainer jobs. Purchase a copy. Yes. I just saw here. There's a Fall Guy. Pink Bean. I haven't found out where it starts yet, though. Oh, nice. Yeah, you can send friend requests now. So you're on... New Gridania? Is that a server? She's a paladin now. This one, assign retainer's job. I think I might want... I'm not sure. Sage or Astrologian? Scholar or White Mage? Okay, that doesn't work. You go White Mage then. You can always change it later. Retainer job changed. Alright. Assign adventures. Field exploration, have fun. I need to check my other unit though, because Mimiru here had some items for sale. Says my location because I was visiting your world to players. So you can join my world. I thought you were on a different battle realm. Oh no. I did see you, of course, duh. Man, I'm so confused these last few days. Adjust price. Man, people keep undercutting me. Like there's no tomorrow. Like, you should just undercut with like a few gil. Not like drop 500 gil. 980, so I'll make it 975, I suppose. Wait, that can't be right. Oh wait, yeah, this is rank 2. And this is rank 3. Adjust price. This one's worth 650, so we're gonna make it 645. Heaven's Eye Materia is worth 1690, I suppose. It's probably worth nothing anymore. 188. 188. Why? Why would you sell it so dirt cheap? Some people are making a mistake, I think. They just instantly select sell. Like, they get the cheapest price that the game puts it on. They don't check the current prices. 98.50. Should always just check the price. Don't just put a price then. 2148. This one as well, for example. 2000. It's like... I mean, I guess it's a good way to make it sell immediately. But don't undercut that much, man. Like they're ruining the prices immediately. We done retainers, we done grant company, we sent them on the way. Yeah, alright. That's true, yes. Every world has its own every world has its own market price. I did that for my relic. I just looked where the cheapest relics were. That's a good way to earn some money. You can buy certain servers, you can buy it dirt cheap, and you can buy it and you can sell it for the full price in your own server. Excuse me. Great, now I got the hiccup. Hello, Momidi. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice, Vexus. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. Your friends from the Crystal Brave by the name of Eliane? Aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Well, anyway, she came round a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked to give you a message. Said if others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of Coffer and Coffins. There's something I must show you. A short message, I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Barely touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those signs of a troubled heart. Something tells me she ain't planning to confess her undying love. Yes, how far were you in the story, by the way? Yeah, battle dens were never worth much, to be honest. You should check Vitality. Vitality is strength materia. That is extremely pricey when you go rank 1. Rank 1 strength materia. You'd be surprised. As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander. And all too soon, the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to vie for your minds in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no signs of Eliane. Yeah, no, just strength materia. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of gherkin and the buzzing of seraphids, but no approaching footfalls. Sighing, you bow your head only to notice a vial laying at your feet. Faint light. Vexus, is that you? What brings you out this way? Lieutenant Eliane? Why no, I haven't seen her about. Had you come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed the spot a dozen times. We're to patrol the city environments on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand? Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Aye, pray return to Ulda, Vexus. For the chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell you where we are. I will tell you we're here. You were here. Wow. Yep, here it comes. The story's picking up.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall.
No, there are strength materials. What you should do is go on the market board and then select the subcategory materia. Like select the icon in the top left, materia. Then scroll down the list. You'll see it. It's there. There's same with vitality, same with strength, same with vitality, vitality, strength. What else? Intellect, spirit. There are materials for it.
Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
And you'd be surprised on the price of that stuff. Just check it. You'll see the prices. Alright, back to Momidi. Actually, you can still get those materials. It's just so expensive, rank 1. And the reason is that you could potentially use that on your relic weapon. But they're asking such an insane, because they're quite rare nowadays, because no one grinds them anymore. You need low level gear, spirit bonding, and then you can get grade 1 strength, etc. That's why people ask a fortune for these things. Way too much, to be honest. Way too absurd. Like, what is the price for a strength 1 materia? Last time I checked it was like 500,000. I reckon you head straight to the feast after meeting with Aliane? What's the matter? No appetite? She wasn't there, was she? What's this? Huh? Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist vial. Beyond that, I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for keepsaking, though. Any road, no use worrying about Aliane. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll find out what this was all in aid of. Besides, we've got more important things to worry about. $100k, that's also expensive, but that's relatively cheap compared to some of the other prices on other servers. The parting glass. Judging by Momidi's grin, your star could not rise any higher. Would you believe that? While you were away, another message arrived for you. Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems her grace desires a private audience. Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So what are you waiting for? Go on then, go.
You needn't trouble yourself so.
Yeah, I'm about to set foot in Heaven's Ward. After some long cutscenes.
Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your grace is ready, I shall summon the warrior of light. I am.
I loved Stormblood. Stormblood is fun. Oh, but you're Shadowbringers. Well, I haven't touched that at all.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, Antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required his attention, but it did not sound serious.
Alright, speak with the lady in waiting in the Royal Promenade. Yeah, they're kinda obsolete, Materia 1. They're no use anymore. But they are used in this relic weapon if you want. In the A Realm Reborn relic weapon, you could still use them. But since the weapon itself is kinda obsolete, you don't want to spend too much money in it. You'd rather just upgrade it for as cheap as possible. I took the middle road. I took materia that is still good for my class, but at least the cheaper ones. I went with Battle Dance, which is quite cheap, and it's Tenacity, which is actually one of my best status anyway. I went with Tenacity, Critical Hit, and Direct Hit. Direct Hit and Critical Hit for more attack power, and Tenacity for defense. Thank you for coming, sir. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or if you're ready, it will be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith. Upon proceeding to the Sultana's bedchamber, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Yep, here it goes, guys. The last bit of A Realm Reborn. This one in the quest after, but now it starts.
Enter. Your Grace, your guest has arrived. Pray, come in, and take your ease.
Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde.
And what of the city proper?
Enjoy your evening stroll, man. And yeah, of course. I'd like to. We can do some stuff in the future together. Right now, I'm gonna enter a cutscene, and well, you've done this cutscene, so you should know this one is extremely long. So enjoy your stroll, man, and I'll be talking to you.
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of her grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon. You wished a word, Yu Hase?
You may go. Your Grace. You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me? I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. How much we have both changed since that day we met beneath the Sultan tree. And the days ahead promise to change us further still. I hope that we will recognize ourselves when all of this is over.
Your Grace! Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide! Men, arrest this viper!
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See.
I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away!
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
Whatever is going on in there? Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. And you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
This man stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo, and as suspected accessories to the crime, all members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison Her Grace was found upon the assassin's person.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh yes, I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be. Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members. You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Raban!
Seven hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Ah!
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
You die! I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
Hey Milk, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are now at the part where a lot of stuff goes wrong. Story's getting real good right now. I've already done this once. Technically, I've played until like endgame Stormblood, so I'm familiar with what happens, but I'm really looking forward to this part again. Such a good story.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share Ponanomo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papashan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
The rest of you, go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancreds.
Yeah, kinda like, kinda since the Ishgardian assault of the dragons, everything's been going downhill. It makes it such a good story.
We cannot linger.
It's not all sunshine and roses.
Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalymo.
Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last. Let them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
That's true. They're getting rid of the entire cost now.
Watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
So it's just a few left. All the main characters are getting occupied and stuff.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
Without trying to spoil too much, I'm not sure how to phrase it exactly, but yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us!
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance? Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done. Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Ophelia.
Hydaelyn, she speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. Tis the only way.
Yep, and then we are alone. So this was like the second last. I think there's one more quest after this, and then the Heaven Ward starts. We had to wait several months before Heaven's Ward came out after this quest. Back in A Realm Reborn, way back then. Ah, there we go. 2 members. We first got introduced to this guy as well.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others?
Hey, baby girl, welcome back. Go to sleepies, but it's only 9:38, baby girl. I will
Damn that
stop
man.
any moment, actually. It's all part of this quest. I think there's one small one after this one.
Teleji played me for a fool. I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Are you going to sleep now? Alright. Have a great night, baby girl. I will send you a message in WhatsApp.
would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway. Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard!
All aboard. Okay, okay. Have a great evening, baby girl. And remember, my phone is always on if you need me. Love you, baby girl. Have a good night. No, I think there's one more quest after this milk.
I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Uldar, and likely needed a helping hand getting away. Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were! Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but it would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
And who might you be, young sir?
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monetarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation. But in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
Alright, and that's as far as the voice acting goes. Them soldiers will keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take a carriage back towards Uldan to get a lay of the land. Maybe provide a distraction if need be. It's the same dude at the very start of the game. You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. Alright, let's go. Curvus. Central. No. Central Fenland. Yeah. Pippin. Parting Glass. I think there's one more quest after this. The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest ally. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation, or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man can feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Vexus, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not how I envisioned it. Mr. Alfino, you must not give to despair. It would only play into the enemy hands, so as long as the Vexes are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Terrapin, but Alfino, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Hey, it's Sid. Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly, then he's no merchant, but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear a friend to safety? I hid the Enterprise but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monetarists and the Crystal Braves. Curvus, Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Ulda to the Monetarists and their cronies. You may be certain they will seek to defame you, both here and in the other city-states, but know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn easily on the Warrior of Light and his allies, no matter what the Monetarists claim. Marshal Terrapin, I know not what to say. Nah. Now that father would labor to believe. But enough talk. You must go, Master Alfino. Your airship awaits. Up, up. There's no rest for the righteous. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with with Lord Hanshafar. Maybe perhaps he will know what to do. Not Lady, Lord Hanshafar. Curvis, the Curvis Central Highlands. There we go. Yeah, so everything has... We're missing all the Scion members. It's just me and Alphino right now. And maybe Sid, but he flew off, so I'm not sure if he'll be back. Sid technically wasn't a Scion. No, Alphino was. Master Alphino told me your tale, Vexus. It warms my heart that you should turn to me for all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation has grown more complicit in your absence. It would be best if I explain in full. Before the dawn. Yeah, this is the final one. 10,000 gil. In times of trouble, there are few things more precious than unconditional support.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The Temple Knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such. All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Well, he's right. It wouldn't even be that strange, like, for them to thwart off any inquiries. Because there's guardians, they're known for their inhospitality, I guess. He's kinda right about that. Greetings, sir. So I'll see you inside. Upon proceeding to the necessary, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Alright. Alphino, Vexus, is it really you? Look, Tataru. There's another one of our members. I'm so happy that you are... Snivel sob. tried contacting Mephilia and the others, but no one would respond. And then the Crystal Braves, their own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Philemon told me to run, and so I did. I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way, and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Ah, yes, my musk. It was lost in the struggle. Lady Yuguri. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yuguri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Eorzea. When we told him what happened, he used the magic to weave a glamour around the walking sands. From the outside, our old HQ now looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Eorzea started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever choose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, so we waited there at the Walking Sands, hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other Scions even as we speak, but we've met with no success as of yet. I'd hope that you might be able to suggest further places to look. Ah, but you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Walking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we have yet cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done the same as well. You may have been forsaken by man and woman believed true. Rest assured that the people of Doma stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debt and shall continue our efforts to locate others and see the Scions restored to their rightful place of honor.
"'Tis all my doing. I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh yes, I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. 'Twas all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alfino.
So, Master Alfino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alfino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
This time I'll only let these credits roll out. Whatever the other one was with A till Z, the one that took me like 2 hours to just stream last time, that's not the one I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do the main part of Square Enix. I still have no idea what the other ones are, Legacy something.
To
trust unto tomorrow. In one fleeting moment from the land of life glow. Yet in one fleeting moment for a new gift doth grow. In the same
As you can see, even the original credits are already quite long. But I figured, you know, let's let these credits roll out. Definitely not the second part again, though. Man, that took me, I think that was like 2 hours or something. I don't know what that was. Did it once, and once is good enough for me.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord. Nabralius no more. The ardor was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Perhaps he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile and the seeds will sown. By my will they shall reap the salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thy intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed heavenward. A new chapter of New Game Plus has been added. My left arm. they're referring to Rawan. Coming to Ishgard. The time for action has come, and Elvino know what must be done.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefort.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man, and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here!
Speak with Harsafart. I must go ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gate of the judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your name and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor when we shall meet again. Until then. We also have an exemplary example ready. In Fenelon. So we are, from what I believe, still able to access Ulda. I don't think much has changed. This is because in order to do the stuff in Ulda, you need to have access to the city, so they can't just block it off. Kind of makes me wonder what happens if I go to the Flames. Let's see if they make any mention of it. I'm the official charged with bestow of sanction status upon those of rank chief, flame sergeant or above. How might I serve you today? In a bid to outfit our men and women superior equipment, the foremost mind of the immortal flames in Eorzea Alliance have come together to develop advanced method of gear enhancement. Marshal Turpin bade me to relay this message to you. All knowledge of the incident is being withheld from the public, and things shall remain as they were in Ulda, at least on the surface. You're doubtless burned to X, so to see your justice served, so do we all. However, we must bide our time, for a single misstep could trigger a civil war and Ul'dah would tear itself apart. Okay, so they're hiding the secret. That's why the city looks like it's just as it was. Chamber of Rule. Side quest we're picking up right now is that of the Paladin. So we won't be able to proceed far, I think, because we need to enter an area which we can't have access to yet. But it doesn't bother that we can at least pick up the quest. Genlins, look at that XP, 46,800. That's a sweet experience. Genlins would look to a renowned free Paladin for aid. We live in troubling times of excess, as you well know. That's why it's more important than ever for the Sultan's sworn to stand ready to serve the sword and shield of the Sultanate. For a time I feared that our order was doomed, but they helped us restore a good name. Your shining example inspired many young men and women to seek us out. Even as we speak, they train to hone their skills. A few words of encouragement from the famed Paladin himself would do much to motivate them further, I should think. Perhaps you would consider paying them a visit at Camp Blue Fog. Alrighty, everyone. Well, before we continue this, I'm actually about to end my stream here. Kinda wanted to push it a little bit further, so we at least have 2 hours. We have 2 hours and 15 minutes right now. And we have now officially entered our Heaven's Ward main quest. It's not complete yet. We're on the first quest, coming to Ishgard. This one is no longer part of A Realm Reborn. And you could probably tell just from the experience alone, because before we got like 2300 experience, right now we have 47,000 experience per quest. So we have now officially entered Heaven's Ward. Hope you all enjoyed this short video. If you liked the video, please leave it a like. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to help out, please consider subscribing as well. Me and my channel grow. While you're at it, if you have any tips, comments or suggestions, drop them down below and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. This is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan. I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Till then. Thanks for Twin Drags for joining, for Milk for joining, as well as my girlfriend in chat here. Currently as Geistkachan in chat. Thank you for joining. I'll see you all in the next Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Till then.